Okay, here in round one, we've got the choice. We'll play first. And this is a great looking hand. Got both colors, got some solid turn progressions. I think we're, well, I was going to say likely go Emissary into Hulk, but that's probably true. I guess it's depending on if I draw lands right away. I'm more willing to play Inoc Guide as a bear, but guess we shall have to see. I might just play the Emissary anyway, just in case, because like I said, we do use a lot of lands, but I didn't feel justified in playing, just didn't feel justified in playing 18 lands. I really haven't in this format. Emissary Butcher combo is pretty nice, though. I guess if I don't draw a land, maybe I just play Guide next turn. Alright, we did draw land, though. So in that case, probably just drop the Marsh Hulk. So kind of like having this invocation right now, I will say that. I mean, we pretty much just get to kill this morph he likely plays. Seems pretty reasonable to me. The format certainly got weirder with morphs. I mean, with cons, you pretty much knew for the most part you were dealing with a 5 mana to unmorph card. Now the format's pretty much all over the board. There's like, you know, there's like 1 all the way up to 7 mana morphs, and you never really know. I mean, yeah, you can guess, but it's a lot more difficult to guess. Well, changed my mind. Much rather do a little Douse and Gloom on this board state. Much rather do Douse and Gloom. All right, missed our land drop, but we're in a pretty good position considering we can Foul Tongue Invocation if we have to, or Butcher if I draw a land, which I guess I would prefer to do if he's in the position of only, you know, playing 1 creature a turn. I'd rather just butcher this, ditch the Emissary, get 7 power on board, and then set up for a Foul Tongue Invocation. Alright, well, now we're just playing Guide, searching up a land. Maybe it just kills our morph here with like a removal, which is, that's acceptable. So I guess we'll find black mana. Kind of like the Guide. It's hard not to. Some people actually don't like the Guide, to be honest. All right, Sudden Reclamation. That's actually a first for me. And he is going to get a creature back here. So my guess is he's going to do Tactician. Could do the Scale Lord, I guess. Well, we'll find out. He does not have a land card to return, however, so he basically paid 4 mana to put whatever one of these 4 creatures into his hand. Straight up 4 creatures into his yard off the top is pretty amazing, actually. That's, can you imagine if he played like a Grave Strength? Wait, which one did he return? I missed it. Aven Tactician. Okay. So I think we pretty much know what my opponent's going to do. And that means we're going to be playing Silumgar Butcher. And the question is actually, do I want to sacrifice Emissary or do I want to sacrifice Guide? That actually confuses me. Oh, he just missed his land drop, so he needed to? Okay. That's good for us, bad for my opponent. I'm not sure I want to use the Foul Tongue Invocation. Also, keep in mind I can actually reveal a dragon. Can actually gain 4 life if need be. We're still a couple lands from megamorphing up our huge dude. We've got the Butcher when we need it. Yeah, I think we're going to go Butcher first. Because why not, right? So, I gotta be honest, I'm kind of tempted to sack the INOC guide, but I guess we sack the Emissary. I mean, the reason I want to ditch the guide is because I could get future value out of Emissary, but the future value I get out of Emissary is like Deathbringer Regent, which it appears I'm likely gonna not have to play this game. Does not look like I need to wipe my opponent's board anytime soon. So I think we just play Butcher. Oh wait, 3/4. That's right. All right. Do I want to reveal Deathbringer Regent to gain 4 life? Seems pretty unnecessary this game, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to show him the Deathbringer Regent for 4 life. I mean, granted, it's pretty good value you get, but it just does not feel like a game where I both want to show him that I have a board wipe or gain 4 life since we're just so far ahead at the moment. I mean, if I draw a land, I get to unmorph this. If I don't draw a land, I can Butcher whatever he plays, and I assume still strike in pretty well. Yeah. Ruthless Instincts. All right, he's got to have something pretty good here to live. And all right, so we managed to just kind of stay ahead of him the whole game. He had a pretty slow start. So it looks like he's just straight up green-white beats. Nothing wrong with the creatures he's got. They look fine. Enduring Scale Lord is good. Other than that, nothing super bomby. Map the waste, so he's got a little bit of a ramp plan, I guess. Maybe he's got, it would appear he's got a relatively maybe higher curve. I certainly didn't see anything that warrants me bringing in Duress. Did I not? I guess I didn't end up getting a naturalize effect, did I? That's okay. I guess Duress kind of does a similar thing to naturalize. I'd rather have a naturalize, I guess, if I need to take care of an artifact or an enchantment, but Duress does double duty of taking care of removal too, but that's okay. Mind Rot actually, to be honest, seems reasonable in a matchup where your opponent has a slower start and plays ramp spells. That's something I should probably consider here. Do I want to play Mind Rot? I don't want to play Duress against ramp, but Mind Rot against ramp can be pretty brutal because while they're busy playing lands and ramping, you're getting rid of their fatties. What would I ditch for a Mind Rot, though? Maybe a Servant to the Scale. It's not like I need a Servant. And Mind Rot could be good. Like I said, against the Pinion Feast takes care of his Scale Lord. It also takes care of his... Actually, now I think about it, Pinion Feast might actually be pretty good against him. We saw Tactician. We saw the Enduring Scale Lord. And we saw a Abzan Sky Captain. Admittedly, Sky Captain is not the best one to Pinion Feast, but we get to bolster too, so it's not like it's super bad value there. Let's bring in the Pinion Feast. I'm interested. Maybe I cut a Tread Upon for it. I guess I'm okay with that. Let's try that. The old one-lander. Yep, we got to mull this. Yeah, we'll keep this. This is fine. Having two cards that synergize well with each other is pretty nice, I guess. All right. I think I'll probably bust the Ruthless Instincts. Oh, well, I'm okay with that here too. I was going to do it defensively. But I'll play it as a removal spell, sure. All right, that's actually a pretty good draw. I think we'll probably go Frail Krushock into Silumgar Butcher. Oh, he's got a little bit of his own, huh? All right, it's pretty harsh, but can't do much about that. Maybe he actually attacks with Krushock. That would be amazing. Nope. All right, we'll take 3. Well, it seems like a pretty good time to play Mind Rat, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, well, Mind Rot didn't pan out so well for us, but that's all right. So, guess I probably block Feral Krushock with an Emissary. As much as I like getting a Manifest guy value, oh, I see. Okay, splitting it up. Well, do I prevent 5 damage to myself? I probably do. Well, I certainly didn't want to draw a land. All right, Deathwind is pretty reasonable. So interesting stuff we can do here, I guess. I guess the plan is just play the Butcher, kill the Manifest, and trade with the Glade Watcher, take the 5, and then Deathwind the following turn. That's fine, actually. I think that's the best plan we got. So kill the Manifest, which is just a land, but that's okay. So now we offer trade with Glade Watcher and Deathwind Feral Krushock and hope to outdraw our opponent, I guess. Oh, well, that didn't. Oh, well, no, it's okay. I guess he He has to buff the Sandcrafter Mage anyway, so that's okay. But we are going to actually have to draw something here. Well, I did say draw something, but guy that can't block wasn't exactly what I had in mind. So guess that we Deathwind, Crew Shock. Could have just done it on my turn, I guess. It still plays around Tread Upon. I think I'm going to ditch my Mind Rot plan. On the draw, it was probably a bad idea, and given now that I know my opponent actually does have a lower curve than I thought, it was probably just a bad idea. I'm never really a big fan of the Mind Rot in general. I think it's okay. And like the Rakshas's Secret and all that. Secret was okay because, you know, it enabled your delve, but in general, I'm not the biggest Mind Rot advocate. Oh, that guy's really big and intimidating. So he gets haste on it too. That's so brutal. All right, very much dead. So Mind Rat's gone. Already dislike that idea. Opponent's deck seems much better now. So Mind Rat's gone. Don't like it. Maybe I want Tread Upon. Rather have the combat trick. Guess that's it. Try it again. Duress isn't good, right? I don't think so. He does have fight spells and stuff. Fight and ramp and artful maneuver. So he's got his own combat tricks. I still don't like it enough. Let's try again. Play first. The old one-lander. Nope. Gonna actually have to get a hand we can keep here. All right. This is a pretty awful hand, but I think I keep it. It's a really bad hand, and I'm not happy with it, but I'm gonna keep it. Happened to get just a ton of high-end spells and not a ton of lands to support it, so land or Inoc Guide would be welcome. All right. That is, in fact, what I was looking for. All right. Butcher's Glee is satisfactory. I can play Butcher's Glee as a combat trick to gain life and kill something and regen. Kind of like that, actually. Kind of wanted to land there so I could drop the Executioner. Now I feel like we're in a little bit more trouble, but I'm going to just attack anyway. I kind of want to save the... Well, let's see if he blocks, I guess. Doesn't block. So I think I'm just going to pass. I kind of want him to Epic Confrontation, but he probably doesn't. Probably plays around removal. So maybe I should have just Deathwinded. I'm probably going to end up Deathwinding here. But I might wait until the end of the turn if he plays a white mana. I mean, it does strike me that he doesn't have a white mana. Well, Now I'm not going to play Deathwind unless he... No. Alright. Well, let's Deathwind in response to that. Alright, so really want to draw land here. If we can get Risen Executioner out, we can get a very highly offensive card. Otherwise, we're in kind of big trouble. Not like big trouble, but some trouble. So let's draw a land here. There we go. Now we can at least keep some pressure up here. And Risen Executioner in this board state is actually good, unlike the last one he was in. Since he can just swing for days. Alright, so we just swing into that and Butcher's Glee at this point. Can also invocate, but I'd rather cast Butcher's Glee, to be honest. So gain life, get damage in, kill his guy. Butcher's Glee is a high impact spell. That certainly is truth. Alright, big dude that we can deal with. Do I want to show him Deathbringer Regent? Kind of okay with it, to be honest. I'm going to show him Deathbringer Regent here. The reason being, I've got such a good late game plan that I don't mind showing him Deathbringer Regent. Because, like, what's the worst thing that can happen? He's not going to play creatures until I play a Deathbringer Regent. I think I'm okay with that. So let's just make him sack. I mean, he's got to do stuff regardless. So why not just gain 4 life right now? This is like the best use of Foul Tongue Invocation I could possibly ask for, too. Alright, Erishan Warbeast. Alright, so we'll play the Einok Guide, search up, get a forest. Can't really attack into a 6/6. So it looks like he could Epic Confrontation, maybe kill our Morph. Alright, Sky Captain's not that big of a deal. He's not in a great position to attack. We'll go ahead and drop a Feral Cruise Shock. Although, if he's going to Epic Confrontation, I guess he's going to do it there. This is going to be a 4/4 too. So, kill Guide. Sack Guide. I'm debating whether I want to give neg 3 to this and then just swing with Executioner. Maybe he probably blocks with Sky Captain though. Like I said, if I drop well, he's only got 1 card left. Let's just hope it's not a Epic Confrontation, I think. I think for now we just need to set up a Alpha Strike for next turn with Butcher. Alright, well, guess we found our Silumgar Butcher target. Um, let's see here. So Butcher, sack and Khrushchev, kill captain, swing team, block executioner, takes 3. That's not all that good. Guess we'll drop the dragon and pass. All right. So he gets hasty. Is he going to swing with it? Guess we'll just play this face down and pass. Basically just continuing to actively search for a alpha strike. Did I have alpha strike there? I don't think I did. Sack Khrushchev, swing with team, he has 3 blockers. No, we did not have alpha strike. So I can flip this up and it becomes 5-5 or 6-6. Yeah, that's pretty good. So warrior too? Jeez. It's pretty brutal. At least it doesn't have trample, I guess. Well, I've got Einok Guide chump blocker, I guess, at this point. Well, let's see if he attacks. I might have Alpha Strike if he attacks. All right. So he's got 1 card in hand. He swings with Hunter. I butcher. Let's say I don't block. I butcher Khrushchev, kill foremost, swing team. He blocks big dude here. Next biggest dude. He only takes 5. I don't have lethal. That's unfortunate. Well, if I don't have lethal, then I guess I chump block. No reason to take 10 damage. Wait, this isn't a trample, right? Okay. Well, Dragon's Guard Bear is not bad here. Because I certainly have Formidable. So let's drop that. Now I got a regen, which is nice. I mean, I guess I maybe had lethal with Guide if he didn't block this morph, but it seemed a bit risky. Alright, so he probably buffs Erishan Foremost because of the Death Touch. Could do the Sky Captain too, but no, he did the Death Touch. So I probably kill the Foremost with the Butcher. Although killing his Flyer is not bad either. Is he really getting that aggressive? No. Alright. Well, so do I want to butcher down the Flyer or do I want to butcher down the Double Striker? I'm not sure. God, we can't draw a land for the life of me, though. I do know that. I think this is a pretty good turn to butcher. We'll set him back a little bit. So, Flyer, probably Double Striker's better, I guess. Let's do that. Could have Artful Maneuver as his last card, I guess, but whatever. And Butcher actually trades with Surek because of Risen Executioner, so it's actually kind of nice. Jeez. All right. So we can go hand plus. I think we just play a bunch of creatures here. So let's get this out. Let's play this. Pass. And we've definitely got Alpha Strike next turn. It's got 5 blockers for our 8 creatures. Even if he were to block our 5 biggest guys, which would be 1, 2, 3, let's say guessed correctly, 4 and 5, we'd still be able to flip this. And yeah, I mean, it's lethal. He has to have a removal or a combat trick. I feel like it's been forever since we've drawn a land. So this Megamorph's for 4. This one's 5. Yeah, I guess we just swing to team here. I'm trying to think if I get blown out by anything. The thing is, he doesn't have Alpha Strike back. 11, 13, 15. Even if this is a segmented Croteak, it's 21. If I draw a land, I can just wipe the board anyway. I think we just go for Alpha Strike here. Make him make some blocking decisions. And even if he makes good blocking decisions, he still has to have something, or he's just dead regardless. I mean, that's lethal, so he's got to have a removal spell here. Even if he has removal, yeah, all right. Well, if he's not going to block that, I think we've got lethal. So I don't even have to force the unmorph until we've gained some info here. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. No reason to unmorph. Yep, all right. Well, we got the match. That was really long and drawn out, but I don't think we saw our 6th land for like 4 turns or something. Which, I mean, it didn't end up mattering because we had done so much early damage to our opponent that they just had to play defense the whole game while we eventually found lands. So it worked out fine. It was, you know, it was a little long and drawn out, but okay. Guess good victory for us, and we'll see you in round 2.